What's up guys, my name is Ohemaa and today I am going to be doing a full review of the Covergirl Full Spectrum collection. I picked out the 3 shades that I felt would match us, and that's the last 3 shades. And it comes with a lockable pump. I guess lately I've noticed that drugstore foundations are coming with pumps, and that's really good. And if it's a lockable pump, that's really great too, because children. That's it, because children. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with my eyes. So the CoverGirl Full Spectrum collection comes with 4 eyeshadow palettes, and I think I showed you guys what the palettes look like already. I'm taking the palette. This one is Reverence. Okay, and I'm taking this shade. And I am using the Sigma Soft Focus Shader brush, and this is the E52 brush. I like this brush because it's really big and oval kinda, and it fits directly in my crease. Okay, so I'm sticking this in here, and see in that corner, it's very easy for me not to get any product over there because of the way my eye is shaped. But if I use a brush like this, it's very easy to get in there. This is the payout you get. Okay, and then I'm taking another shader brush, and this is a medium sweeper. This is the E54 brush. And I am taking this shade, and I'm gonna put that where my crease is. So looking at the palette, I feel like this is the only palette that has a semi, almost red, almost orange transition shade that will actually show up on my skin tone. Everything else is either too light or like a dark brown black that has to go like a smoky kind of look. So I feel like this could be an everyday palette if you are someone who just likes like very light blended out reds on your eyelid. It's not really red, it's more like a burnt orange shade. The one I use is my transition. I'm taking Gravity palette, and I am taking this shade because it's so much darker than the first dark shade that I put down, and I'm gonna blend that towards the inner parts of my eye. Okay, so I'm not blending too much, that way the powders fall off my face. I'm going back in with our first transition shade and first brush. I'm just gonna blend out the edge of this to make it softer. I blend it out nicely. I'm not... Okay, so I'm going to cut this crease, and for that I'm using a shader lid, and this is the E56 brush. I know it's just a shader, but it's a little bit pointy, so I figured it'd be very good for this particular crease cutting, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm taking shimmer shade. I'm going into shimmer shades now, and I'm gonna take the palette Zodiac, and I'm taking this yellow shade. I'm using the E47 crease brush, and I'm gonna put it right in the front. Okay, so I'm using the brush cleaner and I'm going in with this shade. I went back in the Zodiac palette and I took this purple shade. It's like a purple shimmer shade. I'm gonna put that on the outer parts of this. Now I'm blending the two shades together. So I think this is good enough. I am taking, this is a tight liner brush, and I'm taking that dark black shade and I'm going to use that to just give some more contrast between this crease we cut and the shimmer shade that I put down. I'm going to take the brush that we use to blend out our black shade and I'm going to apply some more of the black in my crease, in the corner, and blend into our last shade of it. So I have a confession. This is the second time I am filming this video. The first time I got as far as powder, setting my concealer with the powder, and I don't know, there was just something going on and I just wasn't feeling it, so I just gave up. And this is the second day and I decided to start with eyes today just to see if I will be in a better flow, so I think I'm okay. In the box there are different cards telling you different information about the different products in there. Now this is the face card. The face card has Matte Ambition All Day Powder Foundation. There's the Matte Ambition All Day Shine Free Foundation, the Sculpt Expert Multi-Use Cheek Palette, the Matte Ambition Mattifying Skin Primer, the Contour and Correct Versatile Cream Palette, the All Day Idol Brightening Concealer. So I'm going to start off with the Matte Ambition Mattifying Skin Primer, and it has SPF 20 in there. I'm also going to apply lotion to my hands while I can. The consistency is more fluid than I expected. Primer with SPF 20 will retail for $9.96 to $11.49. Okay, so yesterday I used the shade Deep Cool number 3. Deep Cool number 3, I feel like it oxidized a lot cooler than when I put it on my skin. So today I'm going to mix Deep Cool number 3 and Deep Golden number 2. Okay, so I'm mixing these two together and I'm going to apply it to my face and hopefully it won't oxidize as dark as it did yesterday. So I put like a pump of each on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna mix them together. So I've never been one for mixing foundations, but lately though, it looks like I'm gonna have to start mixing foundations just to get, away from looking too red or too cool. And then my concealer has to work extra hard to balance everything out. A Matte Ambition All Day Shine Free Foundation. Oh, let's see. The foundations come in 20 shades and they're going to retail between $9.96 and $13.39. So it says on the info card that the deepest shade of the liquid foundation is Deep Cool number 4 and that the deeper shade of the powder foundation is Deep Cool number 3. But in reality, the darkest shade of the liquid foundation, which are these ones, is the Deep Cool number 3, okay? And the darkest foundation in the powder foundation is Deep Cool number 4, okay? So somebody mixed something somewhere and everything just got all messed up. So I ended up throwing the whole box out. Like I dumped everything because it has these grooves and boxes. I dumped everything. I shook everything looking for Deep Cool number 4 liquid foundation and I couldn't find it. And I was very upset because I thought the Covergirl had intentionally left out Deep Cool number 4, the liquid foundation, out of the box. Like, why would you do that? I was so upset. Yeah, you can tell I was very upset, okay? As I was doing my face, I realized that somebody made a mistake in putting the numbers or in the shades that they put on the info card. So if Covergirl is watching this, your face card is wrong when it comes to the foundations. The shades enclosed have been switched, making people think that the deepest shade of the liquid foundation is Deep Cool number 4 and that the deepest shade of the powder foundation is Deep Cool number 3. Okay, so let's look at the concealer. So it says the lightweight concealer brightens skin tone, hides dark circles, delivers flawless all-day coverage, available in 6 shades. And these are the last 2 shades that come in the concealers. So this is the Covergirl concealer. The concealer will retail for $8.42 to $11.49. So I'm taking the Deep Cool concealer and I'm just going to put it right in my inner corner. Ooh, that was too much. It's a very light foundation, so you could probably blend it out with your finger and it wouldn't cause any problems because it wouldn't need to be blended out forever. You know, it's very lightweight. Okay, so there's a contour palette, and this palette looks like so. Okay, and this is the deepest shade in the contour palette. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if it's gonna show up. I mean, it shows that I put something there because it's creamy, but I feel like, yeah. Because it's creamy, it's showing that I put something there, but it matches my skin tone. Okay, so I'm using the Deep Cool number 2 in the powder foundation. Now, the powder foundation is... So the powder foundation is described as buildable one-step powder foundation that delivers long-lasting, natural-looking full coverage while reducing the appearance of oily shine. Available in 12 shades, and once again, the price ranges from $8 to $11. Actually, to $12. Whatever they listed on the card is wrong, because over here I have Deep Cool number 4, but this is what that looks like. So there's the powder in the front, and you open the bottom part of it, and it has the little puff that you can use to apply it. And I feel like if you wanted a powder to as a blotting powder, you could probably use this for that, you know. But let me swatch Deep Cool number 4, the powder, on the back of my hand for you. And this is Deep Cool number 3. It's up in the labeling of the product. Okay, so these are the powders on the back of my hand. So the shades don't match the info cards, but I'm going to use Deep Cool number 3 to set my concealer because it matches my nutmeg powder perfectly. Powder foundation will retail between $8.69 and $11.99. Okay, so I took the black shade and I intensified the outer parts of this eye look. Okay, and then I'm taking our first brown shade. I'm gonna put that on my lower eyelids. I'm using that same brush. Okay, I'm taking the brush that we used to blend out our first transition shade. I'm taking our first transition shade. I'm just gonna blend out the bottom of this a little bit. So the collection comes with a few different options for eyeliner. I am gonna take, I thought there was a blue one in here, but it's, okay, so I'll take the purple one and I will line my eyes with it. Oh, it's so creamy. It's a dark purple. It's showing that it's a dark purple. So I'm gonna take, I saw a blue shadow and I really want to put that in my inner corner, this one. So I'm going to do that. I'm using an E17. It's a waterline liner. Actually, since this is cream, maybe I could put... I'm going to put some of those shimmer blue on top of it. Ooh, yes! I only just got the idea because I saw the brush. Ooh, I love it. Oh. I wanted a blue, and I only just got the idea to put the blue on top of it because of the brush. I think if I hadn't read the name of it, I wouldn't have done it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the blue in my inner corner like I was gonna do. Okay, so next we have the highlighter part and the blushes or whatever. So the face section of the package comes with, it says Sculpt Expert Multi-Use Cheek Palette, an all-in-one highlighter palette with luminescence finish designed to complement multicultural skin tones, giving skin a radiant and glowing finish look. Available in Gold Rush, Bronze Flame, and Blush Touch. So this is the Rose Rush palette. Okay. And I will swatch the lighter shades in here for you. Woo. It is so, it has that, it's that very finely milled highlighter that I like. So then it gives you more of a glow and not like a glittery highlighter mess. This is the shade, oh, this is the palette Bronze Flame. And let's see, the lightest one is the middle one. It's like a rose goldish shade. Okay, and this is Blush Touch. So I'm taking Rose Rush and a very big brush. I'm taking this shade. It has specks of shimmer in it, so it's just gonna have to be. So I'm taking the middle shade in the Blush Touch palette, and I'm doing this. Okay, I'm taking, once again, the middle shade in the Bronze Flame palette. I'm going to highlight my forehead. So this is the shade Fortune Bone Fortune. What? Bone Fortune. And this is what that shade looks like. I thought this would be darker, but it's not. So I'm just going to let it dry, and then I'll do a second coat. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. I literally did an outro doing everything, and it turns out I haven't hit record. The struggle, you guys, the struggle. Okay, so this is the finished look of the Covergirl Full Spectrum collection. I think that the whole collection is good. I wasn't able to use a few of the products because of the tone of them, but I feel like if you are someone who likes a brighter under eye, you know, certain things will work for you. And by certain things, I mean the concealers, you know. I don't think you should set your face with an all-day powder foundation because it's a powder foundation. It has color in it and it will just cover your face. And I feel like it made my face more full coverage, yes. But it also made it, like, it also added more color to my face than I initially wanted it to. So, you know, don't use the powder foundation as a setting powder. Use a setting powder. I'm so sorry I didn't speak Chi in this video, but I said may cut back and forth. But the next time, I promise that I will speak. I will do the code switching in my next video. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about the Full Spectrum collection. It is for multicultural women, not just for women of color. So the shade range represents that. The last shade does oxidize darker than it actually goes on. So I'm very interested in seeing what anybody who's darker than me thinks about Deep Pool number 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. And for a drugstore brand, they did cover a lot of they did cover the spectrum. They covered it for it being a drugstore foundation. The only problem is that their concealers don't match their foundation, which is like this, which is the situation in most brands. You know, there's only one brand that's actually covered concealers as they cover their foundations, and that's Fenty. So I can't really hold less concealer shades against any brand. That's just what they do. For some odd reason, that's what they do. Okay? So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, just remember to subscribe down below. Remember to subscribe down below so you don't miss any future uploads from me. My name is Ohemaa, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!